Hi, I'm Bill McLoughlin, Editor-in-Chief of Furniture Today. Welcome to this week's edition of Frontline Friday. I spend a lot of time reading, thinking, talking to people about leadership and management issues. Recently, I was having a conversation with a former colleague at a company and outside of our industry, and we got into a discussion of incentivizing employees. In this particular case, the experience was a company that was incentivizing an employee or a group of employees not for a behavior or something that they had achieved, but as a means of getting a change in behavior, as a means of improving behavior. And it raised the issue of how do you incent, why do you incent, and what is the purpose of his incentive? And people typically think of money when we talk about incentives, but most of the recent literature about incentivization, it cannot just be about money. Very often employees respond more toward recognition than they do money, and that has a more positive effect. Myself, as a manager, I have always believed that you try to catch people in the act of doing good things. Well, this discussion that I was having with my former colleague was around the idea of recognizing people or giving people recognition for something that you'll hope they will do versus something that they have in fact done. And it's always been my belief that you get what you incent, not what you expect. And if that sounds familiar, I have to give credit to Ron Wanek. He says, and this is a Wanekism, you get what you inspect, not what you expect. And the same is true as incentivization. You get what you incent, not what you expect. So in terms of trying to use incentives, recognition, awards as a way of getting to people to engage in new behavior, I would suggest that it's actually more effective to try to catch people in the act of doing good things. Positive reinforcement yields repetition of behavior. It's not unlike, and I know I may get some letters here, it's not unlike rewarding a dog for doing something that you want them to do versus something that they didn't do. Please don't write me, tell me people are not dogs, I get it. On the other hand, however, I've been a teacher at many different ages and many different grades. I've coached youth sports for 15 years, and I can tell you that if you want someone to repeat a behavior, you give them positive reinforcement for that behavior. And the more that you incent, the more that you positively reinforce a desired behavior, the more that behavior will be repeated. So there's my little 10-second management tip, or 2-minute management tip for this week. You get what you incent, not what you expect. Till next week, I'm Bill McLoughlin with Furniture Today, wishing you good business.